Welcome back to the current. Hope you're feeling good today, or whatever you're feeling today. I hope you're being with it, letting the current move through. A little tired this morning. Yes, I wanted to start off with a little story before we move into the body today, given that this theme we're in is the word impeccability, or the gift of precision. And then the city, the highest expression is impeccability. So yesterday, it was like a very precise day weather-wise. On Thursdays, which was yesterday, we work on a farm in a garden, and the temperature was perfect. It wasn't hot. It was absolutely perfect. And then shortly after, it rained while we were in a cafe. And then driving home, it had been cloudy all day, but I was printing out posters and for my fascial maneuver class and the current that I'm offering in person here where I live on Vancouver Island. And as we were coming through the valley of the two bays, driving home, I had this vision of just yelling to the mountains about this new offering. And I had a poster in my hand, so we ended up pulling over, and it's because it's just a beautiful, beautiful scenery. Every time we drive through, it's just like, wow, takes your breath away. So we pull the car over to the side, and I get out, and the sun comes out. This amazing sun comes out, reflecting off the clouds and the mountains in this super magical way. So I get two takes, and we go back in the car. As soon as we get back in the car, the clouds cover again, the sun's gone. It was so noteworthy. And then within 5 minutes, by the time we got home, it had started raining. So I just love that story in terms of the precision that we can live, and possibly the impeccability we can live. It's not about being perfect, but it's about tuning into our bodies enough and trusting the navigation in the moment. It's like the choiceless choice. We don't even have to decide what to do or where to do it. But there's this impeccability and this precision with the nature around us. And that's my story for today. So I feel my throat when I share sometimes, even still, this old ache of not being able to express my truth. And just, I think the shadow of the intellect speaks to like needing to know or needing to be perfect, needing to have the right words. And what this theme teaches us is that it's not about knowing, it's just about surrendering to the right words coming through by being in our bodies. So let's come to the throat, just rubbing the back of the throat, rubbing the front of the throat. And we're just going to stand, or you can stay seated with your knees slightly bent, shoulders back. And we're going to take a breath and imagine the back of our throat opening. Imagine that your skull is being pulled up. And as you exhale, soften your tongue. Let the tongue become flat and big in your mouth. Just relax completely. Inhale, feel the back of your throat widen. Exhale, relax your tongue. I recently heard one of my mentors speak to where his wisdom comes from, his in the moment wisdom or intuition. And, he did say the whole body, but he specifically mentioned the back of the neck. So imagine speaking from a place where the back of the neck feels open, the head tall, and your whole body relaxed, versus feeling tight back there, or holding up your shoulders, or clenching your jaw. And instead, let's just invite space behind the back of the neck. Relax the tongue, relax the jaw. And then bring your hand to your sternum and just gently touch the sternum. The physiology is also connected to the thyroid with the key of the sun transit. And the thyroid really is a part of setting our rhythm. And with the pace that the world moves, sometimes we feel we have to speak quickly. We have to move quickly between one thing to the next. And the thyroid, just behind the sternum. As you breathe in, imagine space filling all around, even widening your ribs, giving more space from the inside. Widening the side of the ribs, the front of the ribs, the back of the ribs. And then we'll gently hum. On the exhalation, breathe in and exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Again, inhale. Hold it in, and on that exhalation, just imagine that tone with your vocal cords vibrating is attuning you to your natural rhythm and putting your body in a state of trust, to trust that natural rhythm even if it feels much slower than how you typically live or typically speak. And exhale and hum. And let's do that one more time. Inhale. Hold. Feel the expansion in your ribs. Feel the spaciousness. And hum. Exhale. And just standing there, sensing your whole body. Noticing whatever you feel coming up in your body, even if it's discomfort, just allow. Allow whatever current is moving through your body, any sensations. Trusting your body. Trusting your body to do what it knows what to do. And if you gently want to sway the hips, maybe making some figure 8 with the hips. So we're in the day 5 of this key. So it's a line 5 energy, which has to do with leadership. Line 5 has to do with leadership and also projection of people can project onto you that you have the answers. And so that can put pressure on, at the shadow level, the intellect to have to know everything, versus our deepest power is in our embodied experience of what is true right now. So a couple of closing reflections that I have written here in front of me that I co-created with my AI. So maybe impeccability isn't about choosing the perfect words. Maybe it's about becoming so internally aligned that whatever leaves your mouth naturally carries precision. And a couple of contemplation questions that are especially alive for this line 5. Where in my life am I confusing being informed with being embodied? And finally, what if my authority isn't built by speaking more, but by speaking only when my whole body agrees? I hope you have a beautiful day in your rhythm, and I'd love to hear anything you feel called to share, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in the current. Bye.